We cannot have this. This behavior will not be tolerated, okay? The board needs to be productive and conduct our town business. Okay? The board represents the entire township, not a specific group of individuals who have been very disruptive. Okay? We do not want to do this, but a certain group has left us with no choice.
Nice smile.
Thank you. The board will conduct the meetings according to the open meeting law for government, which is a requirement. The open meeting law requires meetings to be open to the public, to listen, and to view the meetings. It does not require public comments. Moving forward, we will allow public comments in meetings where designated as public comments on the agenda. No comments are to be made on agenda items unless an individual is specifically asked to speak. If this were to occur, I will call on the individual to speak. Only that individual speaks. There is no limit to the number of meetings we have outside the monthly meetings, whether they do or do not have public comments, as has been done in the past with the previous board. This is determined by what gets accomplished in prior meetings and new items that arise that need to be addressed. Keep in mind, comments or statements regarding town business or new items that may arise concerning the town business only is what you can talk on. We allow 3 minutes per person for a total time of 30 minutes. If people decide to continue to be disruptive, disrespectful, and inconsiderate at the board meetings, we'll inform them to be quiet, or we'll inform them, order, or state no public comments. If they continue to be disrespectful and disruptive, they will be asked to leave the premises. If they refuse to leave, we will contact Russ County Law Enforcement and have them removed from the meetings. We really do not want to do this. But certain individuals have left us with no choice, as they are disruptive, inconsiderate, and disrespectful to the elected officials when conducting the town business. Now, the clerk and the treasurer, they're members of the public and they're held to the same standards as the public. The treasurers provide information regarding the financials updates. The clerk is to take notes, and if there is any questions on the notes, can ask questions. They are not to make comments, talk, or look up information while the board is in session unless they're asked by the board. So that's how we're gonna run the meetings. Now, public comments, Rick? Go ahead.
I know some of you don't know me, I'm Rick Ensenbach. I'm actually here representing Reese Across America for Russ County, specifically my area, which is, I cover 7 cemeteries where we lay wreaths on over approximately 700 veterans. One of the cemeteries is actually Apollonia, which falls within the Stubbs Town Hall, or Stubbs Township. I'd like to start by saying thank you to the town of Stubbs for your donations over the years and continuing to support our effort and putting wreaths on all the veterans buried in Apollonia and additionally across the county. Last year, we placed, or the county, all location coordinators, myself, and Pam, who's on the board, she takes care of Warehouser. We placed over 2,500, we placed wreaths on over 2,500 grave sites across 25 Russ County cemeteries. We also completed a partial placement at Windfall Cemetery up in Excellent, and this year we'll also be including Radisson. The community support, such as yourself, allowed the Veterans Memorial Association, which is a nonprofit in Richmond Hall. We are the 3rd largest out of 74 across the state of Wisconsin. That's pretty impressive for our county. But what's even more impressive is we are 100 out of 4,000 sites across the world. So, Russ County is a very, very giving county. And if any of you have donated, I want to personally thank you for donating to the program. On behalf of Patty and Dale Beeson, who are the program directors for Russ County, myself and all the other location coordinators, We appreciate your support and in helping us continue to honor our country's veterans who are no longer with us. And, this year, the ceremony will be on all the ceremonies will be on December 13th at all cemeteries. Times will be coming out later on, obviously, as we get closer to that date. But if you've never been to one of these ceremonies, I would encourage you to do so. You will get an opportunity to lay a wreath at a loved one's grave if you wish to do so. And it's a very, it's not a long ceremony, but it's a pretty moving ceremony, I think, for a lot of people. So I guess in ending, I hope we can continue to get support from the town of Stubbs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's Trevor from the library.
Oh, hi, I'm Trevor Richards, the director of the Bruce Area Library. I just wanted to give you a brief update. Our summer reading program is about half over. Last week we had 40 children there interacting with ducks and chickens. Some of them have never seen one before or held one, and they learned a lot about that. This week they're making slime based on a book by Dr. Seuss. And if they don't want to do slime, they can color or other things. And we'll be having a picnic on July 31st and doing our prize drawings. We're very fortunate to have a lot of businesses in the community to support us with donations for prizes, so that's always very helpful. And starting next week, we have a virtual author talk service with authors of different books. Will be on 2 to 3 times a month. You can watch them live and ask questions, or watch them after the fact as they're recorded. And then we're beginning to work on our budget tomorrow, and we'll be bringing that to you beginning of September. So, thank you.
Thank you. You wanna go ahead? You asked who.
I guess this is more of a, not so much a comment, but a request. For a variance, your name, oh, I'm sorry, James Tomzak. More of a request for a variance on the ability to have access to the landfill for a short period of time, beginning a renovation down the road on the county highway there.
Permanent residents?
Sir?
Are you a permanent resident?
I am not,
Okay.
did you explain all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Robert Tumchak. He is the permanent resident. It's his house, his property.
Okay.
And this is his brother who's just
Okay.
doing renovations
Yeah.
to the
Okay.
property.
Okay. And we've done that, we've done the same thing before. I think Pam got one and,
Yep,
okay, let's go ahead.
I'll make a motion. Well,
Well, I mean, that has to be on an agenda, right?
Well,
It
that's
is.
a public comment.
so could we talk about it
We can't
then?
make motions on.
Can we talk about it?
We just goes to Caroline and gets a dump pass.
Could we go down to clerk update?
You can,
Passes and permits, landfill passes?
certainly can. But all he needs to do is then talk to Carolyn and get a landfill permit.
Yes.
Okay, that's all you need to do.
What's the time frame that you need it?
Well, you tell me, what can you work with me on? I don't need, the way I'm doing this is I'm not doing, the whole renovation won't be this year anyway. So I'm starting the second floor. Basically, I just need the ability to throw out old insulation, old drywall, et cetera. I mean, how much time can you give me till, what, end of August? I don't know.
Yeah, how much, need a couple of months?
Month and, yeah, whatever. I don't know what, yeah.
Okay,
So August?
I probably wanna go back, if you could do it to the end of September, I plan on being out of here,
okay,
back to South Carolina.
okay.
By then, if that'd be okay,
You bet.
thank you.
End of September.
Yep, August and September, so that'll give us some time to work with the clerk and get it to you, so.
Okay. Good. Thank you,
Thanks.
Ben.
Appreciate it.
Public comments? Go ahead.
My name is Elizabeth Kitzman, and I'm just here to present a couple of questions to the board. I really hope that I'm here to resolve what feels like actually a very tenacious relationship between the board and some of the citizens. But I just want to start here. Is each board member required to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is this a board member here? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yep,
Can you provide an answer?
yep.
Great. Let the record state that each board member has answered in the affirmative. The second question is, prior in entering to the duties of board members.
Is this town business or?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Did you take an official oath in writing as required by Article 4, Section 28 of the Wisconsin Constitution, swearing to such responsibility to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Wisconsin, and swear to faithfully discharge the duties of your office?
We did,
Yes.
I did.
Thank you. Let the record state that each board member has answered in the affirmative. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Who are you with again?
My name's Elizabeth Kitzman.
And you're with who?
I'm one of We the People.
Okay.
Are you in this township?
I am not.
Okay, where are you from?
Axland, Wisconsin.
Okay, thank you, hon.
Please don't call me hun, but.
I, no, I said thank you.
Okay.
That's what I said.
So I'd like to comment on the road turnarounds and the necessity of them. These said roads have been in existence for a very long time, and the need for these turnarounds has never been an issue in the past. I am going to use South Keep Road as an example. I have personally lived on this road for 38 years. It has never been an issue for the plow truck to use my driveway to safely turn the truck around to exit my road. To me, these turnarounds would create more of a hazard, let alone an eyesore to look at. There's only one place to put a turnaround on my road, and I currently mow the ditch there leading up to my property. I have a flower bed that looks quite lovely that I want to see when coming into my property, not a perpendicular gravel driveway that you can never fully keep looking nice. So why are we wasting taxpayers' money to create something that is completely unnecessary? What is the reason for doing this? Is it because we have so many property owners in the town requesting these turnarounds? And if so, who are these residents that are requesting them? Or is it because our chairman, Dave Kokendorfer, has a personal vendetta against Bob Zarkowski and is using this platform to recklessly spend our money to get something that only he has been complaining about? Because our town workers might go into Bob's property to turn around with the plow down. I have never heard one other person in this town complain about this issue. Can't we just talk to our workers and tell them to pick up the plow at the end of these roads, continue to use said driveways to turn around, and set the plow down where the town road begins again and plow back to the highway? Is it our workers that we don't trust? And who's to say, unless you check each driveway every time the plow trucks go out, that even if the turnarounds are there, that the workers wouldn't continue to use the personal driveways to turn around? Unless you are micromanaging, which I certainly hope you would not, there is no way to know what our guys are doing. And if you catch them doing something wrong, are you going to fire them? Because we have so many people lined up to take these jobs. I think our workers have done a great job over the years maintaining our roads exactly as they are. I would also like to ask this board to use some common sense while looking into this. Thank you for your consideration. I think our money could be better spent elsewhere.
Any other public comments?
Go ahead. I just have a question. Is the town paying for law enforcement to be here?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I live on the right-of-way road, and the beaver dam at Antrim, well, they moved over on our side.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know if we're gonna get much rain, but, it's dammed up, so.
Frank, can we, see?
John Runstrom got one big beaver.
Right, yeah,
On the east side.
more.
yeah,
No,
he must have a brother or something.
Wife or husband, about 5 kids.
We'll have one at a time. This
There's
is
some
one at a
further
time.
downstream, I understand, so we're probably gonna have to have John do some more work
Okay.
there. He's also working up on Piper Road and Norwegian Road, with the beaver problem there. Last I knew, I think he had 3 that he's gotten out of there.
Okay,
So it's we're working on it.
okay. You need to send us a check or a bill for his.
But we can have John go down there and look at it,
Okay.
put some traps in, if need be.
It's between the big pine trees and the culvert, you know, the big culvert once you come
Okay. On the
south,
west-
it's just right
On the
past
west
it.
side of the road.
Yep.
Dave?
I'll contact John, and if need be, I'll go down there with him.
Okay. Thanks, Craig.
About the only way you can solve it is to
Frank?
trap them out.
I got a question. A couple months ago, the board talked about training for the chairman, the clerk, and the treasurer. Curious if that training was completed? And
Yep.
so what training did you take?
2 classes.
What were the classes?
They were on regular board meetings, there were several classes.
Oh, okay. So prior to being chairman, were you ever in a elected position, Dave? I know you did business consulting and that, but this is your first?
Yep.
Okay.
So no,
And Val, this is your first time being a treasurer, and I'm assuming Carolyn's probably had some other training, and I think she's taking some more training coming up too. Yeah.
she's at training right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Pam, you've been on the board for a while, what training have you taken?
The initial training for WTA, board review training. I think that's it.
Annie, have you taken any training?
Yep, I had the, initial training when you get on the board, and then I had the follow-up training after that, and I've had, training on, roads and road right-of-ways, a special training on that, and board review training.
All right, thank you.
Any other public comments? Go ahead.
Yes, I saw a question mark after the sign for, West Steph Check Lane, and, I'm hoping that the sign was ordered or not, but I had my driveway flagged by, the 811 people, and XL Energy had marks all the way up to my propane tank, and I came home from a weekend, and I'm going, what the heck's going on? And so, it turned out it was that new home down by your place, that they were gonna put the propane tank in, but for some reason, beyond me, they flagged my house. And I had to call Russ County Farm Supply and tell them that I don't know what you're doing, cause I have a propane tank, so has the sign been ordered? Or, I saw the question mark, so I wasn't sure.
I asked the question to Caroline, and she did reply back, 2 days ago that it was ordered. I don't know when it was ordered, Jim, but.
Okay. And then when it comes in, if you don't mind, I'd like, when Craig goes to put it up, if you, not to put it up right next to the other one, down a little bit. And then I have one other quick comment, and it's the negotiations with the landfill. And I always thought I was over my head when Art and I negotiated with the landfill. I was not qualified or skilled at dealing with a multinational corporation. And I think we lost a lot when we allowed them to put in, hopefully Waste Management, if you're here, when we allowed them to put in the generation station at no cost, and we got nothing for it. And I had asked Art, why didn't we get something for it? They're generating the power, they're getting green, I don't know what they call it. Credits, and they're selling it to Jump River, and Jump River, if you were on Jump River Electric, I'm sorry, you know, because their wages are outrageously high. And I thought, I don't know if you're employing a lawyer, but dealing with Waste Management and knowing what they deal with and how they deal with it, I strongly recommend. And it's been my position before I addressed this board, I addressed when you were on the board, that you should hire attorneys. They're a big company, and it's out of our realm. I don't know what other towns get, what their benefits are, but just a suggestion that, if you don't mind doing that.
We're looking at attorneys.
Okay.
And that'll be a little bit later in the.
Yeah, and I didn't know if I should discuss it at that point or at this point.
You're good. Any other public comments? Okay. Approve the minutes. The June monthly minutes?
They make a motion to approve the June monthly minutes.
I'd just like to change one thing then.
Yes,
It's-
sir.
She's got sin instead of sit on item number 22.
All right, yep, sift,
Yep.
got it. A second.
I second.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Motion approved.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay, June 12th meeting minutes?
I would make a motion to approve the June special meeting minutes.
I've got a couple of things in there.
Right.
The one with the Wonder Spot liquor license.
Yep.
Says next year the application needs to be thoroughly filled out with required attachments. Should put if required, cause it's.
After, like
Yeah.
comment if required.
Yeah, if required.
Got it.
And, the second part, second page, the paperwork, North Step Check Lane.
Yep.
It should be the last sentence, this is tabled for further research by Annie and is to be reported on or before the next monthly meeting in July.
So the only thing I added is this is tabled for further research by Annie.
Yes. And it's-
You're
and it's-
adding by Annie?
Well, you said that last meeting. That should have been reported on it before this meeting.
I did? I mean, what was there to research?
See,
You're gonna, some standards or something like
No,
that.
the
You're gonna come up with your
application.
standards.
Sold.
Okay, what do the minutes say? I mean, we can, put that, but what do the
That
minutes
says-
say that?
This is tabled for further research, and I'm just adding, by Annie, and is to be reported on before the next monthly meeting in July. And it was to be reported on the next monthly meeting in July is what the minutes say.
Okay, that's okay if that's what is that what Carolyn wrote?
Yes.
no,
Carolyn's got it right
the
there.
only thing she didn't write was by
By
Annie.
Annie.
The rest she wrote.
Okay, see, now I would understand that would be by you, but,
Well, you had to do you tabled it for more research.
I guess I don't think, I don't remember tabling anything, I don't know that I can,
Yep,
It was tabled.
I mean, it
For more
was
research.
tabled for
yep,
more
for more
research,
research by you. So, we don't need to do any more.
yeah. Okay,
Okay. Let's see, the 17th,
Well, are we still approving this?
make a motion.
You're still good with it?
yeah, I mean, I guess, by Annie, I just don't remember that at all. I mean, is that saying that I tabled it, or is it saying that,
Saying that you wouldn't move the thing forward because you wanted to do more research on it, is what you said. And then
okay,
you
now
tabled it.
I guess I remember, we didn't have a proper application, is what I thought I said.
I gave you all the application.
You had the application, but you didn't think that
It was proper.
it was proper.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
And you're gonna do more research.
Well, it had, I guess I didn't need, I mean, I had all this stuff in front of me, but,
Okay,
okay, I mean, I can tell you again what it is, but,
Well,
so,
we're
but
gonna
that's
get to it
okay.
later, right?
okay,
There's-
it's on the agenda
yeah,
later.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If you make I'll make a motion to approve the minutes then.
Okay. And I'll second then.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Annie?
I guess I'm gonna stay out of that one, cause I don't remember
Okay.
that part at all.
Okay, motion passed.
Got it?
Okay, 17th.
Okay, the bids,
You good?
I'm good with the bids.
Annie, you good?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good, so everything's good at that.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
All set? Go ahead.
I can second that.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Then, the 24th special meeting,
Think so.
anything on that?
I do not have anything on that.
I've got one thing just to add, to send a letter to Bob Lorkowski regarding hauling gravel, fill, and grading a public road from the town of Stubbs.
What are you changing on it?
I'm just adding what he did regarding hauling gravel, fill, and grading a public road from the town of Stubbs.
Gravel, fill, and,
Grading.
okay, got it.
Okay,
Okay, is that it for that one?
yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, I'll second.
I can second that.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, approve, financial report.
All right, good evening, everybody. Our balance, June first, in all of our accounts was $356,261.78. There was very little activity in our regular savings account this past month. We did earn a quarterly dividend of $20, and we earned a whopping penny in our tax savings account. Our certificate of deposit earned $118.70 for the month. Moving back to the left-hand side here for checking deposits, I received $50 from Eileen Wittenberg for a landfill pass, $5 for a replacement landfill pass from Wilcoxon's, $25 for a building permit from Dave Loda, $128.20 from the state of Wisconsin for the managed farmland, $48.57 for a fire sign from Wurzbaz, and interest on the checking account was $533.98. Moving down, middle section of the report here, the left-hand side has all the salaries on it, plus some additional expenses. So payroll for the month was totaled at $2,866. We had a number of extra expenses, $64.99 for battery trimmer, mileage for $196.70. We paid Kester Assessment Services, the annual, that's the fee of $5,900, and that's the yearly fee for the assessor. We paid $310.77 to Ladysmith News for an ordinance to run in the newspaper. Paid $48.57 for a fire sign to Lang Enterprises, and $435.66 to the Rusk County Highway Department for some road work. I'm gonna move over to the right-hand section. Had our septic pumped twice, for a total of $350. My understanding, I'll go on. I understand that there's maybe a little problem with the septic.
I think it's later in the agenda.
Okay, yeah, that's, okay.
I smell more money being spent.
Okay.
Town web design, $100, that's the monthly web hosting and technical support. Paid $50 for a handbook for the town officers. Some miscellaneous things like nuts and bolts, Fleet Farm was $53 and change, Tractor Central paid $23.48 for an oil filter and ditch mower, for the ditch mower. $65 and change for the road mower shoes, was paid to Badger Steel and Fabricating. Paid $11.16 to send 2 certified letters in the mail. $121.59 for toner for the HP printer. Needed some hanging file folders for $43. High temp grease, $41.90. Paid River County Co-op for gas for the town hall and town shop. And then our quarterly payroll taxes for Q2 were $476.06. The Microsoft Family subscription was $13.70. Bruce Telephone Company, $75.73, and the street light cost for Excel was $234.35. So non-payroll expenses came to a sum of $9,300.37. Add that to our payroll, our total expenditures for the month were $12,166.38. So we now have a balance between our checking, savings, tax, savings, and CD of $345,024.86, which is just $11,236 less than last month.
And it just went down 103.
103,000.
Yep.
Yeah, it sure did. So we can say that's 242,000 now.
We, paid for a truck. Okay,
I would make a motion to approve the financial statement.
One second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, report on town correspondence. What's,
I have some
okay.
This is from the clerk. A public hearing will be held on July 17th, 6 p.m. on the site plan ordinance here. Rusk County WTA meeting is being held on July 17th at 7 p.m. at the Jump River Electric Co-op. There continue to be some residents in question mark, I don't think she knows who exactly they are, who are going to the landfill and wave a cardboard sign with their number on it instead of going to the window. They also don't wait on the scale for the attendant to send them on, so we are not getting accurate reports on what is being dumped. The clerk and the attendant will be finding out who these people are and sending them letters with instructions. Insurance is conditionally approved for 2025 which will renew in September. State of Wisconsin Waste Facility Sitting Board has received the updated information on the negotiation committee, and the town may now proceed with negotiations. And that's all Caroline had.
Okay, good. Report on town correspondence, announcements from the clerk, officers, and employees. Craig, do you wanna talk about road damage, all the things you've been doing here this last month?
Well, we had a pretty good washout on the hill on the Keith Road where Grouse Lane comes out. Culvert wouldn't handle the water. Once the water got out on the road, it couldn't get back into the ditch because the shoulder was not shaped properly. Frank did some grader work, sloped it, and the last deluge that we had, it held up. We didn't have a problem with the washing. So I think that one taken care of.
Okay,
But Rick Hall was concerned at the end of Grouse Lane, we put a turnaround in there. And actually, we didn't change the lay of the land any. We took some of the native dirt and moved it a little bit further to the east and put gravel there. But what happened was, the field north of there, the whole thing slopes down to the south. And that was so much rain, that field was totally bare. It had just been planted and rolled. And it took a lot of dirt down into that bottom. The culvert across Rick's driveway just couldn't handle it. Quite a bit of mud and dirt went across the blacktop.
yeah,
And he was worried about that turnaround causing that. It didn't cause it.
okay.
Yeah, about the only thing you could do there, and boy, it would take a big one, a culvert to handle that much of a deluge. That stuff came down through it fast.
So, suggest another culvert in there, or?
Is there a culvert in there?
Ordinarily, no, we didn't put a culvert in the turnaround. The
Okay.
culvert is actually further to the east. It's in Rick's driveway, and there is a ditch, a channel that goes to north of where that turnaround is.
That's real.
I say, you just couldn't handle that much water. I say, he was concerned about it, and I told him we'd
Would a larger,
take a look at it.
would a larger culvert fix it, or you need to put one where the
I don't think, I
turnaround?
think if you had a 2-footer in there, I don't think it would have handled that.
Okay,
And then we had one washout on the south end of the Jones Road.
yep,
That's taken care of. I don't know of any other road damage. Of course, we had water over the Keith Road for a while again.
yes.
And as long as that driveway dams the ditch, we're gonna have that problem.
Is that what that culvert?
The guy never, I don't think he put the
Yeah, he
second
was gonna do
culvert in,
one.
did
Rick
he?
has agreed, he said he's going to put another one in there.
So,
But it's
should
not.
be sure.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be,
Yeah.
this
Mid-July.
month, as far as
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, it's mid-July is what he said.
Well, hopefully that'll happen.
Okay, if not, we'll go in and take care of it. Anything else on roads?
Well, we haven't put any crushed gravel on any of the gravel roads yet. Right now, we're working on the Jones Road, the north part of that.
Okay,
Getting that fixed up, cause we had a little break in the rain. But it's, we'll be doing some graveling, there's some places that need it.
and like right-of-way road, you know, I mentioned that.
Right away is one of them.
Yep, one of them, and then,
And then we got Timon
okay,
from the blacktop, about halfway up the big hill there. But have to ask Atlanta what they wanna do there too, because it's half theirs.
Is it washing out on both sides?
Well, it's not really washing, but enough water has come down the road over the years, and it's brought all the fines and everything down on the bottom. Then it's taken gravel off it several times, and we just, it needs gravel.
is that on the north end?
Yeah, it'd be
The far
off,
end?
off west of Piper Road,
Okay,
on the gravel part.
okay,
We put some up on the top of the hill,
okay.
further up the hill, that's pretty good.
Um,
The track doesn't have much to work with, they're grading it anymore, it's just rocks.
Need to put gravel in,
Yeah, it needs,
okay.
So do we need enough that we would just call Hawes and have them haul it up there?
at Frank's convenience, he's gonna do most of the spreading, I'm sure. We'll have to contact Hawes
Yeah,
Okay,
and have them haul. We don't need to have them use 8 trucks,
okay.
and probably that's what they'll do, but it's hard to keep up
can't
with
keep up,
that.
huh, Frank?
Great, do you contact us, or,
It'd probably be best if the board did, but
okay,
we can come up with a plan when we're gonna do it and where. And anybody that's got any suggestions about a road that needs gravel,
yeah, just
I
how,
mean, speak up when, let us know.
okay. Do you know when you'd like to do that road up there?
It's probably gonna be, well, the end of this month or into August, I would think
Okay.
now.
I'll wait a couple of weeks and then check with you again.
All right,
Okay. Let's see, right away, well, that's gravel needs, and then that backhoe with that, where,
I thought we might have to get a backhoe in there to clean out a lot of that beaver accumulation above that culvert. But actually, I think a lot of it went right on through, so right now,
okay,
it doesn't look too bad.
okay, we'll wait on that then. Then, got something in?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where now, cause I did take some pictures that day. On Timon, there was, when you go out on North Hutchinson and you hit Timon and you turn left,
Okay,
the first driveway going into a field, the water was doing probably like it did over the other, the water was just pouring down the field driveway onto the road and then down the road, though I don't think it washed anything out.
okay,
But, and I don't know what you do with it, I don't know if, it doesn't appear that driveway's been used. I mean, I don't know if it's something that can be discontinued. I mean, I don't even know who owns the land there, I don't know if it's the landfill's land, I really don't know.
The landfill owns all that land.
Do they own it?
Yeah, I don't know who leases it.
Okay,
is there a culvert through that?
I believe there might be, but the culvert isn't the problem because
Well, it flowed over, yeah,
it's coming down the road itself.
okay,
And the road the culvert is running this way,
oh, okay,
but this is coming right down the road.
okay,
And, so the road was like a river coming down onto
Okay.
it. So I don't really know what you do about it, but if we can eliminate the whole driveway, because it doesn't appear like it's been used.
yeah, we'd have to find out who owns the thing or who has it, if they want it or don't want it.
Right, and that sounds like it's the landfill.
They waste management owns it, but they lease it out, I don't know who's farming
Do
it.
you wanna check with this?
So,
You know where it is, right?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and if it's theirs, I mean, they might not, cause obviously they're, I think, accessing that field somewhere else,
Okay,
not there. And then, then that, like Craig said on that on Keefe Road. I don't know, do we need to put a different culvert under, Grouse Lane? I mean, the culvert truly didn't even come close.
That culvert is pretty new. It's only been in there probably 5 years. That's an 18-inch culvert.
That was the Timon Road?
There really isn't room to put a much bigger culvert in there.
Oh, there
And
isn't?
still have any cover over it.
Okay, that's all Timon. Okay, cause cause it was just running over the end of Grouse Lane and then going down the road.
It shouldn't shoot out onto the road in
Again,
Washington
yeah.
like it did. It should drain back into the ditch now,
Yeah,
but it's sloped the way it should be.
no, okay.
and we got road work to be done. Sand Hill, we've, contacted Seal Tech. They're gonna seal the road, and then Scott's is gonna chip seal that road. And then Sizon, we're gonna chip seal, Scott's is gonna do that. And then Piper, a thin overlay, Monarch's gonna do that. And that's supposed to be done in August through September sometime, so anytime through that. Turnarounds, okay? You know, I heard the speech or whatever about the turnarounds. Thing is, a few years ago, the township, they did a thing where we couldn't drive plow the driveways, okay? You gotta stay out of the driveways and things like that. And it appears they forgot, what, 13 of them is what you said? There's like 13 driveways or something, Annie?
I believe there's 13 dead ends.
Okay.
Over 13 dead ends.
Okay, so there's 13 dead ends, and we addressed this in April or May. And what we all came up with was, let's just take the worst ones first, and then continue to work down the list. And these are the first 4 roads that we came up with. And there is a liability issue. I mean, if we go into your yard, we hit something, we wreck something, we're liable. And the township shouldn't be liable. I mean, we should go as far as the road goes. And if you look at, you know, these county roads or, you know, regular township roads, we plow them, but we don't plow the driveways. So that's, cost what, 200 bucks was it? I think we figured about 200 bucks. There's about a load or 2 of gravel, Craig, that we figured on these 4 roads.
Yeah, it isn't gonna take a huge amount
Yeah.
of gravel.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, you got a 33-foot right away
Yep.
from the center of the road.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to get permission from property owners to put that in, and apparently, quite a few aren't in favor of it. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I'm not gonna get involved in that.
Okay, I mean, if the property owners are willing to sign off saying if you guys damage something in your yard, we're not
That may
liable.
be a wise thing to do.
Yeah.
Just have a waiver and
Yeah.
go from there.
So I mean, if you're willing to sign a waiver.
I can understand, like in Heather's case,
Yeah.
where they keep things mowed nice there and everything, they're not gonna want an old gravel turnaround there.
So, I mean, if they were to sign a waiver, I'd have no problem with this.
I don't think we'd have a problem with people doing that.
Okay.
And maybe
Wanna
that's
check
the
that?
easiest way to solve it.
Okay, put a note down there. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't think it's necessary to do that unless, you know, somebody says, I don't want you on our land. You know, which is, I believe was that person's lane, is that why we did that one?
That was a little bit different case. The guy has his driveway gated, and there was absolutely no place to turn a machine around. You'd have to back all the way out to Highway 8, back in to pull to the other side of the road. But he was conducive. He said, yeah, go ahead, put it in if it'll help you, and it works. He just as soon not have machinery up in his yard when things aren't frozen. He said, when things are frozen, fine.
So we have to check with a lawyer or insurance, or?
Well, if they sign a waiver, I'm thinking we'll probably have to check with the attorneys or whatever. And then, I'm thinking if they sign a waiver allowing us to go on, we should be okay. But if they don't, we're left to do a turnaround. Okay? Sign that was addressed already, the West Steph Check Lane. Guardrail status. I'm just wondering.
We already approved that.
Yep, has it been ordered, has it been?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we approved it last month, I think,
2 months ago?
2 months ago.
Yeah. Did you order it, or can
I,
we order it?
no, I did not order it. No, I did not.
Do you wanna order that then?
I guess I can.
Okay, that's the first.
I mean, is there some reason you don't wanna do that?
Well, I'm doing several different things, negotiations and stuff like that. Can't you order that? I'm just asking, can you order it, cause you dealt with the bids and that, on that guardrail?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to the guy.
Yep,
but
just order it.
Who's installing it? Do they? they install it?
Okay,
I'm sure I have a paper at home somewhere around. Copy of it.
then Wisconsin Department of Revenue, they did an equalization, their equalization office in Eau Claire is doing a sample of appraisals. And I received a letter, actually two letters. One is from Larry Weiss, and he's from Eau Claire. And the other one is from Zizong, I think it's pronounced. He's from the Wisconsin Department of Revenue, and what they say is over the next 12 months, they are going to do an evaluation on, what does it say here? They just said they're gonna do an appraisal sample of properties on Russ County over the next 12 months. So, just making everybody aware of that.
So how is that different from, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I just got the letter, I know nothing about this, other than I just brought it up here. Okay, specific matters for discussion and possible action taken by the town board in open session. Approve resolution R 2025-9, amending R 2025-8 Timberline Trail expansion, change in negotiating committee.
Which one was it? 2025-9?
9 to amending 2025-8.
Okay. We just have to sign it, correct?
Yes. And we did get a letter from the siting board stating they received that.
Yep, that's done.
Okay,
Do we have to do any motions or seconds or?
Not on that, we did it
we
last
did
time.
last time. Okay, discuss paying board members working on roads. It's really, whoops, go ahead.
Sorry, one other question. She has two other resolutions in here to sign.
Okay,
One is that we're not gonna rent out the town hall anymore, so I have to sign that.
that's been approved.
Yep, you signed it already, you got it. And then the other one was the resolution, or, dissolving the, policy and ordinance committee.
Okay,
So those just two need to be signed.
so sign this.
And, okay. Who is this, the chairman and the clerk that have to sign them?
Oh, that's all right. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Got 'em? Okay, discuss being board members working on the roads, and really this is employees too. Craig, do you need additional help, you know, with the road work, stuff like that? I mean, there's Mr. Gardner, there's, I can't think of his name. Brian, yes. If you need more help, I mean, or don't need more help, just ask me.
We can, I know those guys are available, and Mike has said he'd help with something, he's helped me a couple times taking trees off the road.
Yeah, just,
And Brian.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just use those guys, anytime we need them, cause, you know, we got, it's quite a bit of gravel to haul and stuff like that, if they can do that, whatever help you need. Okay, you got our okay,
Okay.
okay. How about board members? Is there a statute or anything that states that board members get paid for doing emergency work, things like that? Or any ordinance or resolution that we have? Or don't get paid, or? Okay. So I'm just wondering, because, things come up, and, well, I helped Craig with a couple of trees, and it's,
I mean, in general, we try, you know, to avoid that, because then now you're gonna be an employee that works on roads, and our insurance is gonna go up. You know, we're administrative. And,
okay.
you know, so,
Cause I hate to say no, but I just
oh,
do
yeah,
it without
and,
insurance.
yeah, I mean,
I'll just do the thing then. Discuss cemetery maintenance, gravestones needed to be straightened, and discuss perhaps getting a new flagpole and money donated for improvements. And Carol Hughes, now did she donate? I was gonna ask
she
her.
is going to donate.
Okay, that's what I heard. She called me and was going to donate. I don't know if she did yet or not.
Well, she was waiting on a check,
Okay,
from one of her accounts or something. So, and actually, yeah, I did talk with her and, you know, just kinda wondering what she wanted to do with the money. And she would like it for something specific.
Yep.
And so, I mean, you know, and we just discussed and maybe doing a new flagpole up there.
okay.
And flag, we need, whatever. And she said it would be $1,000.
Okay.
So,
We
what
have
did our other, you know, I mean, this one doesn't need to be as tall as. I think
that
what's
was
out
like
there, Craig,
35.
25?
About a 20-footer is what's there, it's getting pretty shabby looking. I don't know who keeps the flag there, the Bruce American Legion must, cause we've never, as I remember, we've never put a flag up there. Like there's
I
one
think
there.
they do, is Mike Newman in that? I think
Oh,
Mike
that
Newman
could be.
has
I-
something to do
I
with
don't
that,
know.
they keep the flag up there, but, and they don't have to, but that's very nice to do,
Well, we can wait until,
she gets the check,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
We had sounded she kinda wanted the money spent on something
For the-
material
Yes.
instead of maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
not
what she
mowing
wanted.
lawn and
Yes.
stuff like that, so.
Flagpole would be a good thing.
What was the other part? Oh, and then the gravestones, or, I mean, you know, the gravestones need to be, some of them need to be straightened, which Craig and Tom did that.
We had a work detail, it's been a few years ago now,
Yeah.
where we straightened a lot of them, and we can do that again. You mentioned one that by the south fence, and it is tipped, it's not a very big one.
Yeah, it's a,
but it
flat
needs-
one,
needs to be straightened
conover.
out.
I think I,
Jack Conover's
There you go.
stone, yeah.
I did get a call from someone that lives on
There's a
south.
few others that could be straightened a little bit. We just get under them with pry bars and poke some fresh dirt underneath the slab, that's all you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, if that's okay, if the guys wanna go
There
over.
again,
Yeah.
I think we can get a detail together. I'm sure Brian would help, Mike Gardner probably would too.
Good,
Yep.
Three of us could do a lot of that.
yeah, just go through it then, if you agree.
Yep, that would be great.
We'll just have to pick a time and go and do it.
Okay, discuss placing a bowyard by the new fuel tanks. Andy, you had that one down?
Yeah, so, you know, when we put in that, second fuel tank a few years ago, we never put another bollard there, what do we call them things? A post, so that, that we don't run into it. I think it would be a really good idea to put one there.
Do you need one?
Probably two of them,
Okay, okay,
one kind of either end.
okay.
And I don't know who put the other ones in, I don't know who put them
I
in.
don't know.
Oh, would John, would that be something John, Trussick with his, what's that?
Well, you would do that, I'm sure, you can just
What's his name?
4-inch pipe. and
Cedar,
just
is he?
Set them in concrete, drill a hole and set them
Yeah.
in concrete. That's what those others, they're set in concrete.
Where do you get those from?
That's what I'm trying to, who do we get
Right.
those?
I mean, I was a concrete guy, I'm trying to think, John Trussick is, what is the name of his company? Just John Trussick, okay. John Trussick. He does cement work, he did our platform for us when we did the,
He did the concrete base for the tank.
yeah.
Okay, I will call him then. That should be.
And I mean, I would, yeah, I would make a motion that we put in at least 2 bollards by the new fuel tank to protect the tank from
Second.
getting
Yep,
hit.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. And it's probably under the limit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We probably didn't need, but it's okay. We're okay either way. Leak in the sewer drain. What's going on there?
Well, we got a problem when things become saturated like they did when we got all that rain. And sometimes in the spring you get a quick thaw. Water comes in, there's a PVC pipe connected to the north half of the trench drain that comes into that catch basin. And you get a stream of water about the size of a pencil, and the water comes around that tube. And there's a little bit of it seeping around the top ring on that concrete basin. I don't know if we can get down in there and try and seal that, it would help, I'm sure.
So we need a plumber or,
Well, I can take the lid off it and look at it closer and
okay,
we can try something on it. But that's why the, holding tank filled up in a matter of days.
if you wanna take a look, Craig, and then if it doesn't work, just contact me and I'll contact.
It's not a problem now.
Okay,
Every time you get a heavy amount of rain,
Rain,
it will be,
okay,
And about every spring it happens, doesn't it?
pretty much, yeah.
okay.
It's been happening since before I was on the board, when I'd be working up here, the alarm would go off, and no one's ever up here. And there's no reason the tank should have been full, so it's a long standing question.
Okay, discuss applying for the ARIP grant for Amicoy Lake Road.
I did put that on there because I was thinking about that, and now, we just got a newsletter from the state that now the money is available.
Okay,
And I know last month we voted to make it be 2027, but I mean, you know, to move the grant thing.
yes,
But maybe, you know, we need to call Steve and say, hey, let's move it on to this year. I mean, as long as there's money there now.
yeah,
And then,
go ahead.
and I also was thinking, you know, the Amicoy Lake Road, maybe, that's something we wanna consider there, just because Amicoy Lake Road is a road that is heavily used. Just by all traffic, but especially for big agricultural traffic. And it's something we could maybe easily qualify for, you know, we're not gonna qualify for, you know, Meredith Lane or anything. But that is a road we could qualify, and that's a 90% pay.
Okay.
So I just thought maybe we should consider that.
First I'll cover the Timon Road with, Steve.
Okay.
What, he called me about a week ago, they're gonna actually move that culvert now.
Oh.
Downstream, away from the beavers and
Oh, yeah.
everything else. So, he's still, I could call him, but he was still going for that longer date.
The 20.
Yeah, to get the DNR approval and everything else through there. And then, can't think of the gal from the heck is it? Not the DNR, it's,
Land conservation?
it's, I'll think of it here. Well, anyway, there's a gal he has to call for roads. It's, I called the gal on, Steve Snyder's land too, from,
Oh, Army Corps of Engineers?
no, it's,
Mm,
I forgot what
That's
it
not
is.
DNR.
But anyway, he has to call her and talk to her, so
Right.
I can call Steve and just find out what's going on.
Which is, you know, if we apply for it, then that's fine too, I just thought, you know, now the money's there.
For Amicoy Lake Road, they'll, do it for 2026.
I mean, it's a discussion, if we wanna discuss doing that, I don't know what you guys think about it.
Well, we should do that, should do the road,
Heck yeah, it's pretty long.
should do the remainder of that road.
Yeah, I mean, it needs it,
Yep.
it's bad.
Yep.
And I do think it's a good one, a good qualifier for,
So,
this, rather than the 20, where you get, you know, maybe 20,000.
How difficult is that grant?
I have no
Right.
idea.
Okay.
That's a whole new, well, if we ever get a county commissioner, they used to help us, but,
Okay,
I don't know,
we could investigate that grant for 26.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 mile.
Yes.
Come on, it's gonna do this. We'll just park it that.
Well, yeah, depends on what they're gonna do. Well,
No, I mean, that mile would be great.
okay. So we'll investigate that then and
Do we know?
look at what it takes to do that grant then for 26. Biennial paving ratings, the Whistler report, Pam, you did some stuff on that?
I put that together for you guys just to make it easy for us to read it, cause it's like reading a different language. I can go in and update it for,
You kidding?
is it 25 or 26?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to do it this year by December.
15.
And so, I mean, what we
15th of
normally
December.
used to do is we just all drive around and we rate each road and we mark it down.
Mhm.
But we get a little smarter every year about how to do that.
I'll look at it again.
And
See
I'd
where
like
we're
to
at.
meet on this, just to talk
Oh,
a little bit about what it all means and,
Oh,
Sure.
sure.
okay.
Yep.
So, I'll set up another meeting just to talk on the Whistler report.
yeah, that's fine, but when we get it done, I can enter it in easily. If I've done it before.
I mean, do we wanna go ahead and, I mean, we can do the roads now,
Okay.
anytime. We could, make that a road trip.
But there's a rating of 1 through 10.
Yep.
Okay, you know that, okay,
Oh, yeah, yep. I mean, and they give you the whole breakdown of what each one means.
okay. Yeah, I read that in the,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I mean, they do. They have a chart
Okay.
and you just have to, it's
so,
not that hard.
should we do that in August, September?
It literally takes me like 5 minutes
Yeah,
to put that in.
Yeah, once we go through the roads.
So can we just schedule it another, like,
Well,
let's not schedule the meeting like tonight?
no,
Maybe
it's,
we have a
no,
few more.
I'm just,
Yeah.
is it August, September, you're kind of thinking of, or
Yeah.
September?
Whatever.
September maybe, not August yet, and,
We'll do it then, in September.
we can just
See
see
what
what it
happens
works.
when
Yeah.
September comes.
Well, exactly.
Okay, then computer for elected officials, well, the computer I got, I think Val had that?
No, it
Val
was the
didn't?
one that was here all the time.
Okay, boy, it's next to impossible to use.
You can try that, one.
She's got a better one?
She just gave it to me, so
Okay,
you can try it.
Is that Caroline's?
No,
No.
that's Val's.
It was the old one. Val got a new one.
Okay.
This was the old one that we used for the taxes all the time.
Okay,
And, and it worked, for that, but I mean,
okay.
what issues are you having with it? Cause we did have that
You-
looked at.
I get in one time, I can't get in the next, and it's ridiculous.
Brand new computer.
Do what?
It's a brand new computer.
No, not the one I'm using. It's,
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is.
What did you?
That was
from the
my
taxes?
computer.
yeah, it's,
Okay.
been
You can,
using
you can try this
Yeah,
one.
try that one.
Okay,
Mhm.
good, cause I mean, that one, it's just,
I use it all the time here, I guess I didn't.
okay,
I mean, just, while it's here, I would come up and use it here. I guess I didn't have any.
you can
trouble.
have it.
I mean, if you're not, you could put
I'll
it back
there,
here,
yes,
because
will
I
put
did
back.
use it here,
Okay.
I never took it home, but.
Done with that one then?
Yep,
Discuss North Step Check Lane becoming a public road, is what that is. I'm gonna step aside on this discussion, I'm just gonna be in the audience. And, there's members of the audience here who are on that road, or represent people on the road. So, feel free to speak up if you're one of those individuals. Go ahead and call on.
yeah.
I'm just,
I mean, is there an application? Is there an application?
Annie, 2 meetings ago, I gave you everything. Okay, everything in the statute here. Right here,
Okay,
we went through everything. And
I mean,
and I
that-
asked you not to lose the stuff,
yeah, no,
okay? Cause there's a lot of copies there.
I'm thinking. It would be stuff.
I started with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
My name is Joe Bill. I live on North Step Check Lane. And there's 8 of us that live on that lane. The question I want to bring to everybody, the negatives, I want a decent explanation why you don't wanna make it a road. Not just, do you have a hidden agenda? I'm just asking, what is the reason why not make it a road? And I want a decent explanation, not just hearsay from anybody that goes negative against not making it a road, and a decent explanation. That's all I have to say.
I'm not negative against it. I just wonder when people bought that property, they understood that it was a private road when you built it.
Okay, I'm Bruce Lorenzen. I don't live on the road. My 91-year-old mother-in-law does. She's lived there for 30 years, full-time for 30 years, been there for 45 years, 50 years. It, just in the best interest of everyone on that road and the public in the town here, I mean, advance a little bit. There's 8 people. We just had a new house built on that road. It's a pretty good road. I backed my 45-foot fifth wheeler up from South Shore. It's not something you can't drive right up, the big truck. I back in. Usable. I would just like to see it advanced. What do we need to do to advance it? We've been talking about it a year. I mean, there are 8 people that are on that road.
Full-time residents or part-time?
There are, I think, Joe and Dave, Mona,
Yeah.
four full-time. I mean, we have roads that nobody lives on, that are
Well, we need to figure costs.
public roads.
What is the cost of something like that? That's
Well,
what we need to determine.
That's where we need to move forward on this, I think, to complete the last survey, and I'll take my time. And just keep moving it forward. And, 33-foot right away, we've had the state person out there. Let's keep moving forward. I mean, 91-year-old lives on that road almost at the end. Yeah, she bought it 50 years ago. It was a dirt road. There's a lot of stuff changed in 50 years. And I think it's about time that road it doesn't need a big upgrade. We just need to agree it gets plowed down to the end to the turnaround.
I just think finances are an issue. I don't know the finances. That's what I heard about. We need to determine if we can afford it.
Right, and there are questions about the finances, and there's people talking about the finances, but I've never heard what new road tax our fuel tax we gain, does that offset just going down and plowing it? So, I'd just like to see it move forward. Probably used my 3 minutes, so.
It costs $16 for a load of gravel, and we put gravel on it about every 2 or 3 years.
It costs how much, Dave?
$16.
$16 for a load of gravel.
Yes, that's what we pay through the township.
And it cost me $253 every time we put gravel on, for each resident. And I live not even 100 feet away, but I'm still paying my equal share. But I just wanna mention one thing. When it was made a road, how many years ago was that? Things have changed since then. Don't go backwards, let's go forward. That's all I'm asking.
I will make a comment. I know when this was brought up last fall, it was said that, if the residents, whoever is living on that road, or whoever, wants it to be a road, if they're willing to pay for that road to become, like basically good state road or whatever, that's what we would like to see happen before we would take it over. So once it's improved to a good road, that is when, you would consider taking it over.
Annie, what do you call a good road? Annie, what do you call a good road? Because I can look at,
Well,
there's
we
all
actually,
kinds, just a minute,
okay.
there's all kinds of roads in this community, okay?
Yep.
And a comment about, we bought that when it was a private road, yes, we did. There's a lot of farmers in that, and other property owners that bought land around here, and that was turned into a road after they bought it, okay? It's no different, okay?
So
I'm
is-
looking at
okay, go ahead.
Paul Lane, look at Paul Lane, that, you call that a road? I mean, it's a road and we get gas tax on it, and,
Yep.
I mean, we wanna continue to take gas tax on it, but when you look at our road, it's a heck of a lot better than that.
I guess I don't know if it's a.
Well, there isn't a standard set on what this road needs to look like. Do we need it to look like Highway 53? Probably not. But I don't think we know what the costs are. Well, we don't know what the costs are because we never had anybody look at it before. It's not an engineer.
Well, right, and I think that is what we had said last fall, that an engineer was supposed to come out and give a price of what it would cost to fix. I mean, and the people can determine if they wanna pay that much to fix it, you know,
But what needs
before
to
they
be,
vote.
what needs to be.
Well, I mean, that has to be determined, but, that's what an engineer does, they take road samples and they would figure that out.
The DOT already approved our road, okay, for 33-foot right of way, they approved that variance.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the
Okay,
surface.
I understand, okay, and the surface, it's as good as any other road in this county, and you know, if this doesn't become a road, I don't care, I really don't care anymore. I really don't.
But, I mean, are the people willing to pay to upgrade the road? That's
Well,
what I'm.
I guess we don't even know what, is it?
That's
is it
something
a-
they should check into.
Well, what?
Are we gonna accept what they look into?
Well, then maybe we need to decide, but, you know, I mean, and we did it before, cause we've done this a couple times. You know, we had the county commissioner, who is temporary now, but, you know, he came out and made the determination for us, that's what we did.
Did they look at that? Did you look at that road? Or
No, I don't think
did they-
anybody's asked.
Nobody's looked at that road?
Yes, he looked at that.
Oh, the county commissioner did?
Yes, but he turned it into a county road, 66 feet wide, culverts, ditching, everything. Okay.
The county
The
commissioner?
recommendation?
Did, yes,
Okay,
that-
well then
Tom
that's,
Trudeau, when you were,
Scott Amps came out and looked at it.
oh, Scott did. Okay, and then did he ever write out what he thought should be done?
Yeah, I brought it to the meeting.
I wonder if we have that on record.
Basically, it was, I think the road needed to be widened, there was a electrical power pole that needed to be moved, ditching, and turnaround, and plus building of the surface. I think at that time, this was several years ago, I think at that time he said it would be a cost between, I believe he said between 80 and 100,000 to get it up to spec.
50 to 80 or something. But that's turning into a darn county highway.
Actually, it's not, it's just, it's turning it into a road that would meet standards according to statute.
Which we're a county highway.
We're not a county, we're
No,
a town.
because county highway has different right of ways and stuff.
We're not a county, this is a town.
So you do have West Step Check at 33 feet. Okay, you did approve that. All of South Step Check going south of,
Right.
South Shore, it's not south, but south of South Shore Road is basically a farm lane. That's a town road. This road is way better than those roads are. I mean, I drive up it every day, basically, to see my mother-in-law, take care of her. I would like it maintained, so we don't depend on private people to plow it, at least to her driveway. You know, so they'll go by there. The fire truck could get back there, the ambulance could get back there. Not go down West Step Check, hopefully, because they've done that before. But, I mean, let's improve and move forward on a 33-foot road. And that gravel road is a pretty decent gravel road. Like I say, I drove back 28,000 pounds of it. It's not a mud hole. I can back up it with a 45-foot trailer.
Frank's taken the grader down there in the past.
So Frank, what do you think of that road? What do you think of Stepjack Lane? Is it a good road, or does it need some improvement?
I worked on it about 15 years ago. couple comments to your question. 2 years ago at the annual meeting, the board talked about, adopting a levy. Cause if you, some people don't know that, we don't have a levy in our town. We talked about adopting a levy because our revenue from the landfill isn't enough to cover the roads. So my question to the board would be, why would we be adding a road that I think Dave, you said would bring in $800 worth of gas tax for 4 residents? The statute says you need 6 fee holders, so it doesn't sound like you have 6 fee holders. You just said you have 4.
Go ahead.
But, so I guess the question is, why would we take on a road that's gonna cost us more money, to Tom's point, and we don't know? And in the past, what the town has said is that if somebody wanted the road to be public, they had to bring it up to grade, which sounds like there was some reports done, so you need to find out what it needs to bring. Your definition is a good road. I'd had another neighbor tell me that road is no better than a trail, so I guess it's all in somebody's opinion as to what it is, so that's why you need a professional to look at it.
I've got, videos of all these roads. If you wanna look at them, Dave, I'd be more than happy to
Dave,
show
I
you.
lived here my whole life, I know all the roads,
Yeah.
so, and I've driven down that
I
road.
would show you these roads.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
some of the past history is, the town is looking at adding a levy that we haven't had for over 30 years. So I guess if the town board can figure out, is that reasonable to do? I guess that's the town board's decision.
We're not talking about adding a levy. There's been no discussion with this board.
2 years ago, there was.
There
That
was,
two
yeah.
There
years
was,
ago.
Dave.
That was 2 years ago.
I know,
Okay,
but,
time goes on.
yeah. And to somebody's point, the state DOT approved an easement of 33 feet.
Yes, they
The
did.
road has not been approved, they only approve the easement, they don't approve the road, that's up to the town board. And that came right from the DOT when he was here that day, Dave.
Yes, and the town board, they don't have any standards is what was said here, okay? So you have no standards,
I mean, you go by state statute, then I would say.
Right.
You know.
okay, but, or past practice.
Past practice was it was needed to be bring up to some type of standard, whatever that may be.
And actually, Dave,
Quick
is,
question about the road, if that's okay. So when the road to the, I guess it'd be to the south, was approved to be a town road, was that, the expectation was 33 feet? Is that what I heard? I just heard something prior, I just wanna make sure I heard it correctly.
What road are you?
what road are you
That's
talking about?
Yes, sir.
That's 33 feet.
Yep.
So, is there a reason that the expectation will be different traveling north, or?
Yeah, why is it different?
It has nothing to do with the width.
I feel like that would be somewhat of the definition of the quality of the road.
So that doesn't include the service of
Well,
what it,
no, I'm just saying, I don't know that anybody's really questioning the surface so much. There's ditching we're talking about width and all that, but if we're saying 66 feet, that's gonna change things
I mean,
drastically.
shouldn't a safe road have ditches?
Well, yeah, I guess I just wondered, I more or less wondered why expectations would be different.
So, Annie, what was the road that the people wanted to, the board to, turn over, they wanted us to take over their road, and we determined what they needed to do to bring it up to specs, we told them what it was. It would have cost them like $200 a piece, and it was up to them to decide if they wanted to spend that or not, and they didn't. But I mean, that's what they were expected, so why should, it's not that we don't wanna take over the road.
We did.
It needs, what needs to be determined is what is a good road, and it should be decided by you, because, you know, that's a conflict of interest for you.
I'm not
You
deciding.
shouldn't even vote on the road.
I'm not, okay?
Oh, you're not gonna vote now, cause
No.
before you said you
No,
were gonna.
that's what I said, I'm not voting. Okay, I've removed myself.
When
No,
he
you're
became,
removing yourself from the discussion, is what you said earlier.
Well, I'm in the discussion, but I'm not voting on this.
Okay, cause you shouldn't. 'cause it's
No.
not good.
can I say, Dave said, when he became town chairman, he will not vote on the road.
Okay, well,
He
he's
s-
changed his mind.
Just wait, don't shake your head, sir.
No, I
He said
haven't.
no.
Yes, you have.
Just be quiet.
Okay, just hear me out, please.
Yeah, calm down, you have the floor.
Thank you, thank you. All I'm saying is, cause I live on the road, and I talked with Dave, and he said, one of the things, and when he became town chairman, he was not gonna vote on the road. It was up to us that live on the road that have to speak for ourselves. And all I'm saying is that we have 8 places, 8 homes on the road. And then I looked, and I do a lot of walking. People can verify this, that I walk a lot around that area. Now, if I walk up Paul Lane, that sucks. Paul Lane is a horrible road. When it rains, it's muddy and icky. I can walk down on Stepchek Road, and it's got good gravel. Over the years, I've been there going on 7 years, I had to pay 3 times $253. I'm taking out of my pocket for the gravel, and then also, we help offset the plowing of the snow. I don't see anybody else that lives on North Shore or South Shore pay any money to get it snowed, do you? No. Did you have to pay anything for the new road?
It's a public road.
Be quiet. Would you just be
Can I
quiet?
finish, please? I'm being very nice about this. And all I'm saying is, North Stepchek Road, the lane, is an excellent road compared to Paul Lane, or if you go other places I've walked on, the roads are not that good compared to North Stepchek Lane, because we've been adding gravel over the years. That's all I gotta say.
I guess my question never did get answered, I got interrupted. I guess I was just wondering, why there would be a different expectation on a road that was just to the south versus the one going north. And who knows, like, this might get voted out for some other reason, but just, in regards to making decisions, I don't know why I'm just curious why there'd be different expectations.
And I mean, I would like, so, I mean, we acquired these roads, actually, the roads over there were acquired by the town of Big Bend, and then they became ours. Originally. So, they were there. You know, we didn't determine their condition. Now, I don't know if we wanna start determining the condition of all our roads, and if they need fixing by what Paul Lane looks like, or what Meredith Lane looks like. I mean, I would think we would wanna have things a little bit nicer than that.
No, I guess the question I had is, it sounds like the assessment that was done was based on the expectations of a 66-foot.
Yeah, which is by state statute what you start with.
So that wasn't the expectation of some of the other roads, and the roads just to the south of that. So that's what I'm trying to understand, why we would have a different expectation for that one.
The other roads have been there for 100 years.
I mean, I still remember one that's south, what would we call it now? This other Stepchek Lane?
Oh, they got West Stepchek Lane
Yeah,
going
that
down to
wasn't 100,
Jim's
I'm
house.
not 100 years old, so I remember.
That was in 2002, right?
No, there was a road way before that.
No, that's when he got it paid.
That's what
It might have got
Yeah.
paved in 2000.
got paved in 2002, but it was a road way before that. It's been a town road ever since I remember.
Okay.
So, yes, there was one year-round residence in there. And Tom Amble lived at the end of the road.
Yeah, you're talking about the south, and they're talking about the west,
That's-
west Stepchek, right?
So there's a sign.
That house, that isn't there anymore.
That wasn't just turned into a town road.
I mean, we did set precedents at 2 different places. One was down, let's see, River Road. And then you turn left on, was it Deer Tail Crossing or something like that? They had asked, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. They had asked to turn that into a town road, and at the same time that the River, what is that, River Court?
River Ridge Court.
River Ridge Court did. And they were both looked at, and River Ridge Court was really good. I think they had to cut 3 trees in the right of way and put some gravel on it. The other one, they said there's a lot of work had to be done, you know, ditching, and it was, you know, very sandy and whatever. And then, you know, that guy opted not to. They ended up both opting not to do anything, but,
Did you have an engineer look at those roads?
yes.
Did you?
Not that I'm aware of, but it could have been done before
Scott
I'm
Emch
done
is
on
an
there.
engineer.
Who?
Scott Emch was an engineer.
It was a county
He
highway
was a county,
commissioner.
and he is an engineer. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he must have still been here when you first looked at that one.
I'd just like to point out, and I've said this several times, in the process of checking this out, and I did check with 2 separate Wisconsin Towns Association attorneys, and I've said this many times, yeah, we can take the road over, but, this is considered a new road to the town. And we do not look at any other road. The town makes a decision on what they want or expect of, what they want the people on the private road to, what we expect them to do to make this road. So the point of bringing up all these other roads is, it doesn't, it's just moot. Doesn't count. What happens in the past happened in the past. This is a brand new road, and when if the town decides to take it over, the town decides what will be done to the road to bring it up to specs.
You gotta call on these people.
Go ahead. Heather, go ahead.
Okay, I thought you called on Brenda. Go ahead, Brenda.
I was asking, what qualifications do they have to provide before the township takes it over, is what I'm saying. Is there specifications that the owners have to come up with before a township agrees to take on the cost of a new road?
Well, the process would be, whereas the owner, the property owners there would have the roads engineered, and then they would figure out the cost of what it would be, and then they would, come back to the board and say, hey, this is what it's gonna cost, we're gonna absorb that cost. Once that's done, then the board would take a look at it. If the board is, in agreement, or if they,
So
if
has
they
any
say,
of that been done?
not to my knowledge, no.
So I think all that is, that's nice, and that's the past board talking. Okay, now, it's up to this board if they're gonna take that road. There's not anything written down, the town road has to be
I was
this.
just asking a question about the
So-
qualifications.
Right, so there really aren't any besides past precedents. So what have they done in the past? They didn't approve Deer Trail Lane. I've driven down that, I wouldn't take my UTV down that road. I mean, what they've done in the past, and now it's up to this board to choose. Because you can't, nobody's shown me this and this much gravel. I mean, I'm an engineer too, do they have that? No, I haven't seen a list.
That's because they haven't done anything.
Well, there's no list to work to.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like you're saying, well, it has to be this,
Well, wait,
this.
so they
Write
have
it
to, they have
down.
to figure that out.
Write it down.
Just
Write down,
wait
is
your turn.
it on that list?
I mean,
Because-
actually, an engineer is what you guys need, is an engineer to do that,
Well,
right?
yeah, because I'm just an engineer, but, okay.
Otherwise,
But, we need a list, and then the town either approves it, or, like Dave said, we move on. What happens, happens. No more roads. Done.
So what happens if the property owner doesn't want to pay for the engineering or donate his land to it? How's that work?
they've all donated land, I mean, and Bob's referred to donating his land. I mean, the land's all taken care of.
That's all been legalized?
As long as you
Not
use my
legalized, I mean,
name,
we
I
still
guess I
gotta
can
take-
talk now, right?
Pardon?
I said you use my name so I can talk now. And that's something everybody's kind of missing. We have a 2-rod variance from the state, but you have a 1-rod easement to Maholsky's property. And that's the road that's been getting used all these years, okay? I was kind enough to be a neighbor that has maintained Warkowski Lane for 45 years with health issues. And I said, to build a good road, I will donate the property to the property owners, okay? Because I own the property on the east side of it. And I will do that, but I did that with the comment that I want a safe road, so the township doesn't assume any liability. The drivers who have known all my
time up here don't get hurt on a bad road, okay? If they can build a safe road, I will give the property they need to build that safe road. I will give them the property they need to do a safe turnaround, okay? But I can't see, again, the last road I built to my house was 80,000 out the end of where Kowski went. That's what it took to get to my house, okay? It's gonna cost, and that was a long time ago. So it's gonna cost money to build this road and spec it, so it's a safe town road. That's all I want is a safe town road. I will donate the property, I'll tell you that in front of everybody here. But it's, somebody's gotta say it's good, and there's gotta be an engineer that can say, okay, this is a safe road for the town to adopt. That's all. I've been going on 6 years living there, and I have not yet seen an accident on that road. I just wanna mention that.
Just quickly, I mean, it sounds like we need to have a safe road. We don't have documented standards, so it's very relative. And it sounds like it's left up the judgment of the board on whether or not the road is up to standards with. What I'm hearing is, and Dave's taking himself out of it, the two of you would have to go look at that road, and it's up to you to deem whether this is a safe road that we should take it, if the township should take it on or agree to it, or if something needs to be moved or improved, and then that cost associated with that is, you know, the responsibility of the owners, the town wants to take on. I think those are the conversations that really need to move forward.
No, just say, you know, there's some talk about, oh, we're gonna have a blacktop and all this when they turned in the road. We'd sign anything saying we'll leave it a gravel road. I mean, we'll do that. I mean, you want gravel.
Was I misspeaking or incorrect with what I had said there?
No, you're right.
Heather?
So to me, the whole issue is that there is going to be a cost to bringing this road up to a good road. Well, you guys gotta determine it.
Yeah.
You guys have to determine what that is. So, and it's not fair to the rest of the residents of the town of Stubbs if we have to build it, cause when we have the road, it has to be up to specs to get transportation aid, is that correct? Is that correct?
It's approved already for transportation aid at a two-wide road, or a two-rod road.
Yeah,
They've already
that's a
approved it.
kind of a separate issue,
It's already approved for a two-rod road to get.
yeah.
Right, but I mean, to me, if it has to have a bunch of gravel added to it, if the light pole or whatever has to be moved, if we have to ditch it, that should not cost the town of Stubbs to do that. It should cost the private road people, because that's their road. So if that's what needs to be done, then I think it's the town people that live on that road that need to do the research and figure out how much it would be to bring it up to specs, and then present what they have to the board.
If you're saying it's my road, then are you classifying it as a private road?
Yeah, it is a private road.
No. You said to get it up to standard, it's up to us, and it's our road, our road. And it sounded like, what you said, I thought it sounded like, now, we own this road. To me, it sounds like it's a private road. It's a public road. Am I not correct?
It's a private
We
road.
want it to be a public road.
Right.
I know it's a private road, but the way you said it, it sounded like it would be our road, not your road.
No, it's your road now.
Someone
So you
wants
have
to
to-
say
Okay, I just
something
wanted a
back there.
clarification how you presented it.
Yeah, ma'am, you wanna speak?
Yes. So, the big issue here is there is no standard. And technically there is a standard because there's a statute.
Can you speak up?
So I think the issue is that the town has no standard. The only standard is the state statute, 82.5, which defines a town road, and that can be
this board that too, and I never got an answer, they just went really, so just tell us what we need to do and we'll do it.
So I'm not an engineer or a master road builder, I don't know. I think we need to get an engineer in there and see what their recommendation is. And then we can have our list of what needs to be done, and then we can make an educated decision on what we wanna do.
And compare those to other roads.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's
I
up to
mean,
them.
we can pick roads, I mean, we can pick our
Absolutely not. I don't know why you can't get that through your head.
Why don't we ask somebody, that, like, get some new answers, like we're going off of what happened a year ago in this. I think we need to get an engineer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I gotta tell you, right now, I'd like to just pray because I feel this tension here that I don't dare speak because somebody is, why are you smiling when I talk?
I'm just laughing.
Can I have the chance to talk?
Yes,
Or
you
do you
can.
wanna intimidate me? Why are you smiling? I'm just asking a
I'm a happy
question.
guy.
Just state what you wanna say,
Okay.
let's stop with the personal.
Well, that's the first,
What do you want to state?
Come on, or, I
So-
mean, just talk, please.
thank you, Dave. How do you pronounce the last name?
Just, or just go
Okendorf.
ahead.
And you recused yourself, if I heard right, so I'm speaking with Annie and Pam.
That's fine.
And Pam, when you were speaking just a minute ago, and I am the most loving guy, I wanna listen to everybody, I wanna hear everybody, I want the best for the town of Stubbs. We're fairly new here, we love God's country, the Northland. So, when you stated as far as engineering, I've sat here and I've heard the thing constantly repeated. People on a private road, we love you, we're glad you're here. We have no objections to you whatsoever. And Gabe, if your mother passes away and you choose to have that home instead, next to your brother, that's fine. But there's some interest there as well. And so when it comes to, you talked about engineering, Pam, who's gonna pay that engineering that people are talking about for the last half hour? That's the responsibility of these individuals that want this private road that we're willing to accept as a public road if they'll just fill out the application, pay the costs, have the engineering done, come to the board, share with what they have found out, and we move forward. We're just spinning our wheels here constantly.
Okay, so actually the application, which,
There was an application presented,
okay,
it's
but.
right there.
Yeah, but this, it wasn't,
So then we need to decide if we're going to reject it or not.
no, this, okay. Where's this, I mean, is this what you call an application?
Whatever he provided last time.
So, I mean, this is where they signed,
Yep, and then I've got the,
great,
this is the letter as an official request for the county.
and what is that dated?
That is 10/3/24.
10/3, yeah, I got it right here, yeah, okay. So, is this all the people, I mean, I'm not sure, there's no signatures here.
So, there's signatures on that one.
This one here. Okay, so, I mean, I believe last time it was, they have to be resident freeholders. And there has to be 6, and they have to be resident freeholders.
Sits on there. I think they can be here one time. I'll have to approve that.
There's 7, 8, no, 7,
There's more on the additional page.
7, 8, 9, except they are not resident freeholders, is what I'm saying. And it is possible to get that, but you just don't have it. I mean, for a proper application, you need 6 resident freeholders first, and then you need a legal description.
I'm gonna ask somebody,
No, you need a legal description.
Kenny, now, the resident freeholders, do they need to be residents or in the township?
They need to be residents and they need to be freeholders, both.
speak, or are you gonna
Just,
have me?
we're
go-
talking right now,
Okay.
just a minute. We'll
Okay,
get to
I'm
it.
sorry.
They need to be a resident, and they need to be a freeholder, and there need to be 6 of them.
We will look at that.
So Janet, David, I don't know, I don't know everybody, so, and Ramon, so you 3. And who else,
4 or 5.
who's 4, 5, I mean, that you have,
Bill and his wife.
so they own land on the, okay. And I can't read this. Hobo, a resident? No, quit talking to each other. Talk to the girl.
I made the suggestion to table this situation. I will take on this, and we at least will have some kind of order, because right now we're just going around in circles. We're not gonna get anything accomplished, because you don't think he has the application, he thinks he has an application. What's the application?
Read, it says right in here. So, are these all resident freeholders? That's what we have to determine.
You're on the following page.
Okay, so both Mahalskis live here full-time. Okay, then they're not resident freeholders.
But there's more to
Right, okay, so,
it. And he just.
no, this is what we have to figure out legally. This is our job.
And I know your job is, you gotta figure out what the freeholder really is, okay? That's what
Well,
we're gonna
right
do.
here, you wanna know what a freeholder is? Okay, a freeholder means a person who owns a fee simple or life estate interest in land, a person who is a land contract vendee, or a person who has an interest in land arising out of chapter 766. So you're basically an owner of land, you're not renting something, you own it.
And I can go anywhere within the county then to get that.
No, because you have to be a resident freeholder. A resident of the town of Stubbs,
Yep, I got that.
of Stubbs, yeah. Okay, and a freeholder, both.
Okay, and the freeholder is,
Someone that owns land, and,
well, if you don't have 6, we'll get 6.
and you can, but I'm just saying, you need a proper application. And then, I know, and that's okay, I'm just saying, this is what it needs to be. And then, the next thing you need is a legal description of the land.
And you gave them a legal description of the land.
I guess I haven't seen that.
We gave you all the deeds last
Okay,
time.
so a legal description of the land, I believe they have that in here too. Legal description means a complete description of land without internal references to any other document, and shall be described in one of the following ways.
May I make a suggestion? Let's table it. Because right now we're going in circles, and I think that once
Actually, we're not, we're saying, okay, so do you guys know what the legal thing of it is?
That's why I said table it, we can get all of our information straight, and then we can bring it when we have factual information, because nobody knows what they're talking about right now. So I make a motion to table this.
I'll second it.
All right. Aye.
Motion passed. Table
Excuse me.
He's not voting on the road, we're voting to table it.
No, exactly what you.
Okay, so you're done talking, thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, amen to you too. Let's go.
Is anybody gonna acknowledge the people that have their hands up?
No, because we tabled it, we're moving on.
Actually, can we suggest to turn the,
We're
fan off?
tabling it.
I said, can
If
we
the
set-
officer wants it on, it's staying on. He,
Tell the officers
it is
that you
up
guys-
to the officer.
To the officer.
One more outburst and you're out.
We really can't.
Sir, can you remove her, please?
I believe this is a public place right now. If she wants to sit and be quiet, she can sit and listen.
Okay, so how many chances does she get then?
Ma'am, you need to be quiet and listen.
I just want this to be shut off so we can hear.
And I don't wanna call an ambulance because somebody passed out, all right? It's 80 degrees in
Well, open
here.
the door.
Right now, they'll speak up. It's not an issue. It's the safety of everybody else in here. Thermostat is stay where it's at.
Okay, landfill negotiations. Okay, landfill negotiations, quiet, please, quiet. Okay, landfill negotiations. I never knew a road could put up so much controversy. Okay, landfill
Please speak
negotiations.
up, if you can't hear you.
Can't hear you at all because of the fan.
Be quiet, please.
Speak up.
Okay, landfill negotiations, okay, you mentioned earlier that letter from the siting board. And I contacted, about 8 attorneys on the landfill negotiations. We gotta negotiate the best deal for this township. As mentioned before, the township doesn't get enough revenue anymore from the landfill to pay for all these roads that need fixed, so. There's 8 of them I contacted. One is Larry Mackey. He's out of Madison. He's negotiated several landfills. His last one was at Allegheny County, was down there. He's an attorney and a lobbyist for WTA. And I would like the members of the negotiating team and the board to have a conference call with him. So if we can pick some dates, and then can we pick some dates?
Can you,
If I could find out what he's got,
Yeah,
email y'all, and, okay.
What happened to the attorney that we hired previously?
Then there's Paul Mayer. He's a Towns attorney. He's from Lockheed Norman. And they represent several townships in the area. A few of them are like Weyerhaeuser, Big Bend, Rice Lake, St. Croix. He listed a bunch of names. And I'm thinking of him for possibly a town attorney, and I'd like the board to talk to him in case we ever need a town attorney.
Tom wants to know if our lawyer, that piece.
They never called me back.
So the lawyer that was Weld Riley, they were only hired for the site plan ordinance, and that's all they said. They weren't hired for the waste management, and we don't have it in any notes that they were hired for waste management negotiations.
I called them on the 8th, and I still haven't received a call back from them either. Another person that, her assistant just got back to me today was Krista Westerberg. And she's from down in Madison too. And I don't know much about her, but I'd like to schedule a call with the board and the negotiating committee with her else.
What was that last name?
Westerberg. Landfill passes, I guess? Yep, landfill passes.
Landfill passes, William Wilcox, building permits, Dave and Janine Loda for a garage, firework permits, Sherman Salter has 2 separate permits, Robert Johnson, Michael Hinkler, Pat Barak, Marcus Shaw, and Pam Bonzik. And we are working on your landfill pass.
Approve monthly bills and alternative procedures claims. I've got to sign the checks yet. Okay, I'll sign these afterwards. I looked at this before. You want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the monthly bills
And you second.
and alternative
I
procedure
haven't,
claims.
I haven't, I mean, I haven't had a chance to look at it.
Do you want to look at them right now? Is there, you want to pass?
Yeah, yep. Well, actually, And actually, I think I did, I'm looking at it now, like, I did look at this at home, so. okay. I will second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
So do we have a separate list for the, weren't we supposed to get a separate list for the? Automatic one?
Oh, ACH?
That's right.
Okay, oh, I thought you were gonna give us a
Okay,
separate.
set date for next meeting is
What day is it?
August 11th, 6 PM.
and that concludes our meeting.
So you guys skipped an item on the agenda, did you mean to do that?
Oh, yeah, we did, number K. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Discuss road right-of-way activities and placement of structures and right.
Oh, you have that.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know if you were,
Well, well, I'm not sure that's how I would have worded it.
that's how you worded it in the email to me.
I did it? Oh, okay, well then the only thing I can think, I'm thinking of is the Paul Road. I mean, that guy needs to not, plow our road and plant corn on it. There's corn going on our road. I mean, that's not allowable, is it?
Are you gonna go around to every farm then and tell them not to plant corn? There's probably better ways to-
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely. This is I mean, you don't think as a board we should do that? They are right up, they are taking our roadway away. Go ahead. You think that's okay? So you don't want any discussion on that?
No, I'll discuss it.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure that might not be the only spot, but that, I mean, to me, it's grossly, being done there. It's terrible. There's no ditches, no nothing. Yeah, I mean,
So, on Paul Road, they've also taken out the ditch as well, so we're ending up with a lot of washout on.
Is it washing again?
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause I mean-
because the ditch has been removed.
Okay, because Frank did do some work there before, but
Where's
fixed
it?
that. It's a meeting,
Oh,
but they
okay,
keep
these are-
plowing it.
Yeah, right to the road.
Well, I think you can
So,
try to.
I think that's, I mean, if somebody's. Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, when they're right up to the
And
edge
this is
of our
item
road,
K.
that is not good. Because I'm sure if we go around there, it'll be able to, but it's not a case.
Can I ask a question?
Meeting's adjourned.
Oh, well then I'll ask anyway. If it's adjourned?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want something clarified.
She wants $16 for the gravel.
For gravel.